Hey guys, welcome back. As you can see, today's video is going to be all about the NCLEX because I did pass. So I'm done with nursing school. I passed the NCLEX. I'm officially a registered nurse, which I can't believe. So I kind of felt like it was only right that I wore my sweatshirt from nursing school, MUSC, College of Nursing. So I just wanted to wait until after I graduated from nursing school to reveal what school I went to. But yeah, I went to MUSC in Charleston, South Carolina, and yeah, I can't believe I'm done. So I'm just going to tell you guys a little bit about my experience with the NCLEX, and we're going to start from the very beginning. But actually before that, if you watched my video about the NCLEX before, like just how I'm studying, you know that I did UWorld, and I had about 2,100 questions, but I only completed like 850 or 900 questions, and then my overall score was like a 64%. Okay guys, so I just made it to the testing facility and I'm kind of nervous. Like, I really hope it's not hard, but we'll see how it goes. I'm just really hoping that I don't get 265 questions because that would suck. So fingers crossed that it stops at 75. I'll let you guys know how it goes, so wish me luck. Alright, so when you go to take the NCLEX, you have to arrive about 30 minutes early, and you have to take an ID with you. And your ID can be like a driver's license, military ID, I think even like a passport is acceptable. But your ID has to have a signature on it, and you have to make sure that your first and last name on your ID matches your first and last name that you use to register for the NCLEX. When I got there, I had to get a number, and then they passed out like a little sheet for everyone to read with just the instructions and what you could do, what you couldn't do. So then when they called my number, I went up there and gave them my ID, and they have a little thing where you have to scan your hand. So you do like each hand a few times, and then they take a picture of you. If you're wearing your glasses, you have to take those off and let them just look at it. And then if you have any personal items, they'll give you a locker. If you take your cell phone in with you, they'll give you like a little plastic bag to put your cell phone in, and you put that in your locker. And then you go to the back where the computers are, and there's another person right there that will take your ID, and he'll give you a dry erase board with a marker that you can use like as your scratch notes or whatever. And so when you get to the computers, you have headphones that will cancel out noise, which is great. And so you actually get to start as soon as you go back there. So my appointment was at 8 o'clock, but I got there at 7:30, and I was able to start at 7:45. So when you first sit down at the computer, it'll do like a little tutorial to give you just an idea of what the questions will look for. So for it will look like. So it's really simple. And then once that cuts off, you get to start your exam. So I think about like an hour and a half into the exam, you have the option to take a break. And I remember when mine came in, I think I was like on question 60 some, and it popped up and the screen just like went blank, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then I realized that it was just asking me if I wanted to take a break. So I didn't take a break. I decided to keep going since I was so close to 75 questions, and I was just like hoping that it would stop at 75, so I kept going. And then, so I remember getting to the 75th question, and I was just like, oh my gosh, please stop at 75. And so right after I submitted that question, the screen went blank, and once again I was just like, oh my gosh. So it cut off and I was done. And at that point, I didn't know if I did good, I didn't know if I did bad. Like, I just left thinking, I don't know. Okay guys, so I just finished. I have no idea how I did. Like, it was, I don't know, I felt like UWorld was easier. With this, I was just like, I have no idea. But the only good thing about it was that I did finish in 75 questions, which is what I wanted. But I don't know, I'd be really mad if I failed in 75 questions. But I just wasn't, I don't know, I didn't feel all that confident, but I guess we'll see. I truly have no idea. But in a day or two, I'll record a little bit more about how it went. But right now, I just need to go home and relax. Okay? See ya. That's the thing about the NCLEX. A lot of people walk out not sure if they passed. And I will say that overall, I did think that the NCLEX was hard. I thought the questions on UWorld and like ATI were a little bit easier. My first few questions, I was just like, what the heck is this? They were pretty tricky, but hey, I passed, and that's all that matters. And so, like I said, I passed in 75 questions, and I was actually moving pretty slowly. Like, it took me about 2 hours or 2 hours and 15 minutes to finish. So after you're done, you just raise your hand, and then the proctor will tell you to come back, and you turn in your dry erase board and the marker, and you're free to go. So it's kind of hard to tell people how to study. I think the best thing I can really tell you is to just study everything. You do need to study everything because you don't know what question you're going to get. And so after I went home, I was just nervous, of course. Like I said, I didn't know how I did. But I just went out with my dad and my brother for a few hours just to get out the house and not think about it. But I'm telling you, as soon as I got back home, I started freaking out again, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't know how I did. It's like the suspense just kills you, okay? In certain states, you can get your results after 48 hours, but these will be your unofficial results, and most of the time, these unofficial results are accurate. So what you do is you just go onto the Pearson VUE website and you sign in, and you pay $8 to get your results. So I took my exam Saturday, June 2nd, and then on Monday, June 4th, I checked my results, and I passed. And let me tell you, I was so nervous. Like, I've never been so nervous to check something in my life. My dad just kept pushing me. He was like, go do it, just check it. I want to see if you passed. I know you passed. Everyone was so positive and really encouraging me, but still, I was extremely nervous. But my dad gave me his credit card, and he was like, just check it. And I was just so nervous, but I checked it and I passed. And then the next day, which was a Tuesday, I got an email stating that I passed the exam, and they'd be posting my official license number the next day. So I kind of wasted $8, but I felt so much better after seeing my results and knowing that I passed. I just want to finish up the video telling everyone good luck if you are taking the NCLEX. It's perfectly normal to be nervous. Just study as much as you can. I believe that I studied for about a month, and I honestly didn't get to study every day like I wanted to. And like I said, I didn't even get to finish all the practice questions. But just do as many questions as you can, and make sure you review everything because you don't know what type of question you're going to get. It's different for everybody. And so if you're nervous, that's okay. Just take a deep breath. Take your time on each question. Don't rush through it. Make sure you read the question thoroughly. And if you have to read the question more than once, do that because you don't want to make a simple mistake. And I do recommend that you go do something fun to just keep your mind off of the exam once you're done. It's still hard to believe that I'm officially a registered nurse right now. Like, it's just mind-blowing because I've wanted it for so long. But yeah, once again, good luck to everyone. And also, before I go, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's liked my videos, subscribed, left me nice comments. I really appreciate it, and I hope that my videos are helpful. And as I always say, have a lovely day.